Hey, Kevin Martin here, your UT admissions guy. This is the second video of 5 covering the transfer process, and I'm framing it in terms of 5 questions you should consider as you approach your transfer application and as you navigate your transition from one university to another. I concluded the last video with an emphasis on putting forward your own personal story and not necessarily comparing yourself against other people. And this lends a second question. Who is the typical transfer student? The reality is there isn't really a typical transfer student. So for first-time freshmen, that typically looks like high school seniors who are 17, 18 years old, who are kind of applying for their first university, and something like 98% of all first-time freshmen are quite traditional. These are going to be high school students either in the United States or internationally who are seeking entry into their first university, first college level courses after high school. But the reality is where you begin your degree may not be where you complete it. I know a lot of students, especially when they're applying for as first-time freshmen, they may not get the admissions decision that they're either satisfied with or they think that they deserve. And the reality is there's a ton of applicants for only a limited number of spaces, and this is especially true at UT Austin for some of their more competitive majors. But the truth is, over 1/3 of students will transfer at least once before finishing their degree. So the most typical transfer pathway are students who are attending 2-year community colleges seeking transfer to an in-state public university. However, the range of transfer applicants is much wider than those high school seniors. So I mentioned that at 18 years old, a lot of students are going to look quite similar. They're going to have similar types of extracurricular activities, whether it's National Honor Society or drum major, or they're on the varsity sports team, and they have kind of this similar looking profile as far as kind of volunteer hours or work experience goes. But the truth is, especially with transfer students, is they're often non-traditional. Take, for example, that more than half of community college students are older than the age of 22. 1/3 of community college students come from low-income families, and oftentimes many students are either military veterans, they're international students, or it could be adults who are going back to school or even going to school for the first time. And of course, there's a ton of transfer applicants who will fit more of a typical or a traditional mold, where they graduated from their senior year of high school, they enrolled at a community college pursuing their bachelor or their associate's degree, or maybe they enrolled at a 4-year university and they're seeking a transfer for various reasons. And so, you have a lot of students who are 19 or 20 years old that are seeking transfer to UT Austin, after they get their 30 hours for either their sophomore year or starting at their junior year. But that certainly is not the rule, and in fact there is kind of no majority type of profile as a transfer applicant. And like I'll be emphasizing throughout each of these videos, is since there is no typical transfer applicant, your personal story is particularly important. Don't get caught up in trying to compare yourself to what you think the admissions committee is looking for in terms of what the typical transfer student looks like. Instead, it's important to reflect on the characteristics, your skills, and the experiences that will set you apart in terms of the rest of the people who are seeking admission for transferring at UT Austin. As always, feel free to contact me at kevin@texadmissions.com. I appreciate you watching this video. If you want to learn more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I look forward to presenting you with a third video. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.